Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here, back with another Elite Dangerous video, and another new ship equals another flight assist off landing, and a casual little bit of a review as well. Just a small reminder, in this series of videos I've been doing, essentially I'm landing every single ship that comes out with flight assist off on. I've been through all the stock ships so far, and now we're on to the Alliance Challenger. Now, one thing I'm just going to say is I absolutely hate the way the Alliance Challenger looks, and that's my opinion, and that's it. And that's how I feel about it. First of all, we're going to go in and we're going to get our shields turned off. That's very important, because what's the point of doing it if you've got your shields on? Also, something that other people brought me up on before was having rotation correction on. I'm turning that off as well, and then we're going to turn flight assist off too. So we're going to get our request for docking made, and yet we are sat here in Jameson, and also I'm sat here in solo as well, because you know what, sometimes it's much more sensible to be in solo for certain things. And let's get this landing underway. Fingers crossed, there'll be minimal death, minimal explosions. Also, that's not great for you guys, but it works better for me if that happens. Okay, now, this is a bad start. This is a really bad start. Yeah, this is bad. This is not good. Oh no, this is not where we want to be. No, it's actually, oh. I've got to think about those broken frog's legs at the back, haven't I? Okay, through the slot with no damage. That's pretty impressive. That's going to be like the first time that's happened on these. I mean, there is a very small possibility I've got better. Especially if you drop landing gear and start to really slow down. Pull up. And here we go, going for landing. Something I just want to point out as well, rotation correction doesn't matter if you have flight assist off on. A lot of people do comment on that saying, oh, you should turn rotation correction off. If you notice that it's off and I'm not having to correct for spin, that's an important thing to notice. And, oh god, could this be the best? Oh no, I was about to say, could this be the best landing ever? Jinxed it. 100% jinxed it. And, actually still could be. Imagine that. 99%! Well, that has to be one of the best ones. Yeah, definitely has to be the best one. So, apparently flight assist off is where the Challenger excels. Or maybe I got good at some point. I find that really hard to believe. But I guess we're going to have to go and have a little look at the modules and compare how they are to other ships, and maybe talk about potential outfitting options. But like I said, I absolutely hate the way this ship looks. First up, we're going to take a look at the hard points, and as you can see we have 1 large, 3 medium, and then 3 small. So it's a really good range of hard points, so the firepower it puts out should be good. The exchanging of one of the large for 2 mediums does mean that it has a greater damage output capability versus the Chieftain, because obviously there's going to be a lot of comparisons between the Challenger and the Chieftain. The positionings are all basically the same, pretty standard, where they are centre body, so they'll have good convergence. On to utility mounts, and it has 4. Pretty limited for a ship of this size in my opinion. Obviously it's no, I'm used to the Corvette more than anything, and the Anaconda, where you can just pile on anything you like. For the size of the ship, though, I do feel like it could benefit from something a little bit extra, just because the shield strength is really low, and when you're someone like me who's really used to shield tanks, it's a little bit more your style to have lots of shield boosters. But then again, this ship obviously isn't built for me. I think I've established that already. Core internals, we've got a size 6 power plant, size 6 thrusters, size 5 FSD. I would like to have seen this higher, to be honest, for a slightly heavier ship. Size 5 life support, size 6 power distributor, size 4 sensors, which is actually quite small, but then again sensor size doesn't really matter, and quite a small fuel tank as well at 16 tons. Everything there seems fine. It should have decent speed, also decent power output, as well as your FSD jump range shouldn't be too bad, bearing in mind it's sat here E-rated and can do 8.5 light years, so that's not too bad. I always think what makes a ship is its optional internals, so we're going to have a look. So we've got 2 size 6s, then 2 size 3s, 2 size 2s, and then we have 3 size 4 military compartments, which is a little bit different. This is actually a large number of military compartments. This does definitely show that the ship is built and designed as a combat ship, which is something a little bit different from other ships, is that even with the Corvette you only have 2 military compartments size 5, so actually you'd be able to put in an extra hull, a higher amount of extra hull, on the Challenger than you can even on the Corvette using the military compartments. Plus, obviously you can put in SCBs and module reinforcements as well, so a little bit different. As for this configuration that you started off on, definitely not what I'd go for. I'd probably put in the shield generator and probably an SCB in there as well. The rest of it is always going to be hull and module reinforcements for me, at least for a ship of this type. So the looks of the Challenger really do not appeal to me, and maybe they're not supposed to, but I do feel like a ship should have a certain aesthetic that really makes you think, yeah, I want to fly that. The Challenger actually repels me big time. First of all, let's take a look at those landing gear. I don't get it. So they've got these two little claw feet at the front, and then at the back, for some reason, we've once again got those tilting engines with the feet that come out the back. And that's it. So really it's poised as if it's on four corners, and that's literally it. Which to me seems like a really bad way to support a ship, especially when you look at the way those engines tilt and what they're connected with the engine pylons. Okay then. Let's talk about the canopy for a minute, shall we? I mean, look at it. Yeah, all that glass, it's classic Lakon Spaceways, but then above it, it's got this strange kind of turtle shell. I don't really understand that. I imagine it would potentially prevent damage to it at certain points, but at the same time, it's going to be a bullet trap, and that's typically why you don't have these types of things on personal armour. It doesn't really make sense to me. So one of the things that made the Chieftain really stand apart was the different engine configuration. The Challenger, well, it kind of derped. If you look at what's happened, essentially they've moved those two front engines to the back, and that's it really, and put them on a spoiler, which is, it's on a spoiler. Okay, more spoilers. Got it. 3304 is the year of the spoiler, understand. And there you go, Commanders, my first look at the Challenger. Do I like it? No. Will I fly it? Probably not. But the main thing is that we've had a look at it, we've landed it with flight assist off, and we know what modules it can equip. I'm a very, very looks-oriented pilot, so I'm probably not going to be flying it, even in spite of myself. So Commanders, once again, thank you for watching. Please make sure you do like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you get an alert every time I put a new video out. At the same time, if you are looking to support the channel, please make sure you do check out the links in the description below, as there are a couple of different ways to do so, especially if you're looking for those sweet Elite Dangerous paint jobs. But okay guys, once again, thank you for watching. Commander Plater, out.